I have commitment issues, but I'm just gonna pretend that I don't. Hi guys, my name is Spencer. Welcome to Sphinx Reads, and today I will be talking about my reading plans for the year 2021. This might be kind of a bad decision on my part, especially since I just started this channel. But my main goal for the year 2021 is to read Brandon Sanderson. Literally all of his books are on my TBR list because all of the booktubers, like my favorite booktubers that I follow, love Brandon Sanderson, which is interesting because these booktubers have different reading tastes, but they all love Brandon Sanderson. I've only ever read one of his books, Steelheart, which is the first book in the Reckoners trilogy, and I remember really loving it. And I've heard that Steelheart is actually one of Sanderson's weaker works, so if that blew me away, then what are the rest of his book going to be like? I'm really curious and I really want to get into this author more. And so my main reading plan for the year 2021 will be to pretty much just binge read all of Sanderson's works. I'm not planning on reading like the graphic novels or the novellas or any of the spin-offs, but maybe if I have the time, I'll squeeze them in. But here's the ordering of how I'll be reading Sanderson's books. So I'm going to start off with the Reckoners trilogy because I've already read Steelheart and I want to reread it. So I'm going to read Steelheart, Firefight, and Calamity. And then after that, I'll start reading in the Cosmere, which is kind of the universe that Sanderson has created where they're all kind of connected somehow. I'm not really sure how that's all connected, but I'm sure I'll pick it up along the way. So after the Reckoners trilogy, I'll be reading Elantris and then Warbreaker, which I've been told both are good introductions to the Cosmere. And then after that, I'll be reading the Mistborn trilogy, which I've also heard is a good introduction to the Cosmere as well. After that, I'm going to take a break from the Cosmere and read Sanderson's middle grade series, Alcatraz versus the Evil Librarian series. Then since it is a 5-book series, I'll jump right back into the Cosmere right after and read the second era of Mistborn. I think it's called the Wax and Wayne trilogy. After that, since I've read a lot of Mistborn, I'm gonna take a break again from the Cosmere and read Skyward and Starsight, which I believe is science fiction. I've heard a lot of good reviews about it. And then after that, I'll be reading The Arithmetist. This is the book that I have pretty much no idea about, but I've heard it's also good. It's right there in one of his main works, so I'm going to be reading it after Starsight. And then after that, the main reason why I want to read Sanderson, I'm going to be reading the Stormlight Archive. So that'll be The Way of Kings, Words of Radiance, Oathbringer, and then Rhythm of War, which as of today was just recently released. And potentially if Sanderson releases another book in any of those series, I'll be reading that in 2021 when he releases it. I'm super excited to read his work because Brandon Sanderson is the most recommended author to me. And so if you, like me, are late to the Brandon Sanderson hype train, then come along with me. Let's make plans for 2021. I'll start reading Steelheart as soon as January 1st hits, and then we'll just go from there. The way that I'll be doing videos is kind of similar to how I did my reading vlog for Inkheart, although not as lengthy. So what I'm gonna do is create a reading vlog / review for each of the books. The way I do it is I create 3 clips for each book. The first clip will be kind of my pre-reading thoughts, like what my expectations are going into the book. The second clip will be my opinions on the book when I reach the halfway mark. And then the third clip will be kind of my final thoughts and basically my overall review for the book. I might also add another clip, maybe like after I read the first chapter, the first few chapters, I'll add a clip talking about kind of my first impression of the book from reading just the first few chapters. Aside from reading Brandon Sanderson, I am also planning on reading the Keeper of the Lost Cities series. It's a really popular middle grade series right now, and I'm part of this group on Goodreads called Middle Grade Madness. I'll leave a link to the group below. We had a poll where we voted on what series we would like to read in the coming year, and currently Keeper of the Lost Cities is the leading series currently, and so we'll be reading 1 book per month. It's currently an 8-book series. I believe the 9th book is coming out next year as well. Kind of the plan is we'll read a book a month as long as there's still interest in the series, but if not a lot of people are participating, we're going to change series. Aside from that, I'm potentially going to read the 3rd book in the A Tale of Magic series by Chris Colfer. So this series is a spin-off to his original Land of Stories series, which was a really popular middle grade series a little while back. I thought the first book, A Tale of Magic, was okay. I thought it was pretty good in some ways. But the second book, in my opinion, was literally the worst book in all of Colfer's Land of Stories universe books. If he does release another book this coming 2021, I'm planning on reading it, but at the same time, if I don't like that book, I don't think I'll continue on with the rest of the series in the coming years. Also, I just recently finished the third book in the Nevermore series by Jessica Townsend, and I know that she's planning a few more books. I'm not sure when exactly the next one is going to be released. If it does get released next year, I'm definitely going to read the fourth book. So those are my reading plans for the year 2021. I'm pretty excited, but also I'm pretty nervous because a lot of these books I'm just getting into without having much of an idea of what it's about, just because I want my opinions to be kind of like a little more fresh and just be a little more unexpected, I guess. If you're planning on reading any of these books in the year 2021, or if I've convinced you to read along with me, I'm so excited to be able to chat with you in the comments and just join me in this reading journey. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please forget to subscribe so that you can do it later, and have a great day.